The answer is yes. And it would take me less than 15 seconds to get there. Yes, yes, yes. If you came to me and you said, Candy, if you would put on this uniform and go into an NFL game to play quarterback, and yes, you would probably spend the bulk of that time getting your ass knocked into the ground by 300-pound linemen. But in return, you would get health insurance coverage for you, your spouse, and your 10 kids for the next 5 years. The answer would be yes. And for those of you who are going to say, well, Philip Rivers has hundreds of millions of dollars, I doubt very seriously he did this for the health insurance. Think again. Think again, because the NFL offers one of the most premium retirement healthcare benefits of any American employer. Once you have it, you want to hold on to it. Philip Rivers, who decided at 44 years old to unretire so that he could come back into the NFL for a very short stint and get those benefits again. Because see, here's how it works. When you retire from the NFL, this package kicks in and it lasts for 5 years. Well, Philip Rivers was coming up on his 5 years where this perk would run out. So he unretired, he joined a short-term 4-game contract with the Indianapolis Colts, and he came back to play football. And then after this 4-game stint, or after the end of the season, he can then retire again and reset the clock for another 5 years. It's fucking brilliant. Of course, yes, Philip Rivers retired with a whole lot of money, but not all NFL players reach that status before they retire. Some have to retire very young and very early due to injuries. Not everybody is in the 1% of NFL football retirees. Many of them have to go get other jobs or they have to do other things to sustain themselves because they didn't retire with a big stockpile of money. And in case you haven't figured out the way the world works, boys and girls, millionaires stay millionaires because they very rarely pay for things. People give them shit all the time. They take a lot of freebies. That's how they maintain their wealth. I don't blame him at all. This was a very fucking smart move because let's crunch the numbers. Let's crunch the numbers. If Philip Rivers were to go out to the ACA marketplace, he would have to buy the most premium package because he's used to the most premium package, and he himself is probably going to have some pretty significant healthcare challenges as he continues to age. Anyway, if he goes to the ACA marketplace and they get a family program, minimum he's probably looking at anywhere between $25,000 and $27,000 a year. And I think the quotes I pulled off of Google are probably just for a family of like 4 or 5. You fucking have 10 kids? I can't imagine what the cost is. But let's pretend, I'm sorry, the sun's coming up, I've got weird shadows. Let's pretend for a minute that it's $27,000 a year. That's what his premiums are. Now, if you've paid attention to the news, Congress is about to let those subsidies expire, which means premiums are pretty much going to double for a family. So a family goes from paying $27,000 a year to paying $54,000 a year. And again, Philip Rivers has plenty of money. So I know some of you are thinking, what's the big deal? Why can't he pay $54,000? $54,000 over a 5-year stretch. Let's just look at that. 5 years worth of health insurance for his family would probably cost a minimum of $275,000. But this guy's no dummy. Here's what he does. He signs a 4-game deal with the Indianapolis Colts for $1.255 million. Divide that into 4 games, $278,000. So in 1 game, he earned the equivalent of what it would have cost him to go out into a marketplace and buy 5 years worth of insurance for his family. 1 for 5. He's signed on for 4 games. He's going to get $1.2 million. But he's going to reset the retirement clock. So he's going to come out of there with 5 years worth of premium free health insurance coverage. And then he can put this money away. And there's enough there, based on just the numbers I gave you. In 4 games, he will have earned enough, in theory, to insure his family for 20 fucking years. With the NFL paying for all of it. You don't have to pay a penny out of pocket. I suspect this is a pretty low risk situation for him. And the upside is fucking huge. So back to the beginning of the video. The answer is yes. I would even do it. And I'm a 56-year-old out of shape old white woman who would absolutely get fucking crushed. But I would do it because if you told me that myself and 11 members of my family could maintain premium healthcare for 5 years, it would be worth it. And I'm saying that as somebody who's not even a parent. All the rest of you who are should be thinking outside the box because it's going to start getting really fucking expensive, and you need to start thinking about what would you do for your kids. Philip Rivers got creative, and more men need to think about creative ways to care for their children. He's got 10 of them. Some of you fucking deadbeats won't even pay child support for 1. Let this be a good lesson in creative parenting 101.